All right, so we're starting casually if you're tuning in right now. We're just waiting for a few people to walk in the door. I hope you can see me and hear me. I'm sure you can. That's me testing your screen. And so we're going to get rolling in about 2 seconds. And at this time, you're not going to actually be able to see the screen, but not to worry, because if you actually have a ticket for this, you're going to get an edited version of what we're doing today, and you'll have all these slides in there. So if you're just tuning in, welcome, and we're going to get rolling in about 30 seconds to 2 minutes. I like it loose. Okay, so just because I've got a couple people on Facebook saying, where's the link, if they want to tune in.
Will we get this recording?
You will get the recording as well, yeah.
Yay!
You will get the recording. And the truth is I'll be charging for the recordings until the bill's paid, right? So I'll recoup the cost, because we're going to be building a fair bit of video footage. And then what we'll probably do is have videos available by donation, right, to offset future videos that we're doing. And so I want you to really consider yourself, you're the pay it forward people, right? So thank you for that, for being willing to do that. For the massive teams that are coming, you are paying it forward for them. So thank you for that. All right. I just want to make sure these peeps can get in. And then we'll get rolling. So okay, it's on. I can see it. Okay, I'm in. Okay. Good morning. Thank you so much, those of you who, well, you all drove and you all got on boats. Some of you got on planes. So thank you so much for being here today. We're going to have a great day. I'm incredibly honored to be standing here and doing what I do, and in the way that I do it, and the way that I do it best. So thank you for trusting me today with your mindset. Thank you to our guests. There's another guest that's coming. Her name's Carolyn, so she'll be joining us as well. So thank you for trusting Charlotte and to spend the day with us today. And I hope we can fill your cup in whatever it is that you came for, and coffee and otherwise, that we will fill your cup. Okay, so let's begin. Good morning. Hi. Come on in. We're just rolling with our Discover. This is Carolyn. Hi. And she's joining us today. Okay. So, I'm confused about my tea. Hold on, let me take a drink and then I'll put it down. So, this is our Discover Arbonne. Some of you have been to multiple Discover Arbonnes, and you have seen many business opportunity presentations. So if that is you, I want you to step into your brand new eyes, brand new heart, brand new ears, brand new mindset, and see what there is for you to learn today. See if there's language that I use that you go, oh, I like that, that really resonates for me, that speaks to me, or think as I'm running through this, just be mindful that you don't check out, okay? Because here's what I know. Nobody shows up to take up a seat. Nobody does. Nobody gets on a plane from Fort St. John. Nobody gets up at 4:30 in the morning to get on a boat to take up a seat. Nobody, even our guests, some of you, not you I'm sure, but some of you are pushed, pulled, or dragged into a room, right? But I know if you didn't want to be here, you wouldn't be here. So I know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, with every ounce in my body, that there's something here for you in this presentation, even if you've heard it 500 times. Okay? Everybody breathe. So you're present and here. Okay? Everybody got some bad stuff going on? Or is everybody kind of okay? I'm looking jagged in the room looks pretty clean today. Everyone looks pretty clear. Eyes look clear. Everybody looks like There's some good things going on. Cool. All right, so discover Arbonne. So this is the stuff that's rattling around in your head if you're a guest. This is stuff that might be rattling around in your head and you're in business. Who is this Tina Overbury woman? And more importantly, should I believe you? You should be thinking that. If you're not thinking that, you're not a business owner. That is your job. Your job is to take ownership of your business, okay? What is network marketing? Some of you get it, some of you don't. Some of you are still getting it and you're really getting the richness of it. Why should I care? That's a really big one. If you're a guest, you're asking, why should I care? You should be asking that. And boy, are you ever gonna get it now. I'm gonna tell you why you should care. How does it work? Very important. There's multiple plans out there. There's really 3 basic network marketing plans. I don't expect if you're a guest that you're gonna know what they are. I'm gonna show you ours. I'm gonna tell you why I like ours. I encourage you, if you're someone who likes to go and gather information, go do that so that you make a great informed decision that you feel solid about. So how does it work? Some people don't even know how to say who we are. Arbonne, Arbonne, Arbonne. I actually had somebody ask, what's that?
I get Avon.
Avon, yeah, I do. I get that too. Oh, don't you sell that Avon stuff? And I just smile. Depends on if you're buying. Arbonne, what is it? So we're going to go over that today. Is it one of those things? Yep. Yep, it is. It's one of those things. The thing is, you probably don't know what that thing is. So you might think it's one of those things, but until you have some context for what it really is, it's a thing you probably are a little bit, probably have some judgment about. You're probably, who knows? It's all like complicated, right? So it is one of those things, but it's something that now you're going to be informed about. And the big question really is the one that's really small that says, are you ready to make a change? So on that note, let me tell you a little bit about my Arbonne story, and it's changed a lot. So my name is Tina Overbury, and I get whistles. And I have been in my Arbonne business for 9 years. I supported my family on my solo on my Arbonne paycheck for about 5 years. My husband's gone back to work because frankly, having him home didn't work for us at all. Didn't work for him, didn't work for me, worked for our kids for a period of time. It was awesome. It totally rocked. They had both of us, but now the dude needs to go back to work. So he's gone back to work. So now I can't, my great story of how Arbonne, I support my whole family on Arbonne, is it true? So now I support my whole family, and so does Todd, but really it's my paycheck that supports our family on my Arbonne income. And why is that important to you? Because I want you to know that if that kind of lights you up inside, that you want to have some options and you want to stay at home, you can. Or, frankly, if you're someone who's never had that calling in their heart of, I want to do something and I want it to be mine. I want my thing. You can do that. So in my story, 9 years ago, I'm the broke story, just so you know. Some people are not the broke story. I'm the broke story. So if you're broke, I'm talking to you, okay? If you know people that are broke, I'm also talking to them. I'm not broke, but I was 9 years ago. We were 2 mortgage payments and a car payment behind. We were, and it sounds dramatic, but it actually is really true. We were cashing in pop bottles for milk. That's what we were doing. And I'm a bit of a gypsy, really, like in my heart of hearts. I don't really attach to money, so I kind of didn't notice. I mean, I noticed, but I didn't really notice. But my husband really noticed, and it was really hard for him. And he was working 2 jobs. I had been working a job as well, and we just hit this point where we were so frazzled, and we were in that startup phase of life. Startup family, startup marriage, startup expenses, startup debt, startup, like all these concepts that frankly, I don't think I was a grown-up yet, like really. Like how old was I? I was 34 when I think, 35? I don't know. It's just a number. But I was in my mid-30s, and I don't think I'd actually reached a point where I'd connected the dots of what it means to be an adult. I had always done very well, like just fine. But I had never actually built a house called my life. This is my house. This is my financial house. This is my love house. This is my emotional house. I had never really owned my life. And we were broke. And our marriage was falling apart. Some of you have heard this already, but yes, it's true. My husband did sleep in the van many nights. We're passionate people, and we're highly intelligent, and we're talkers. So if I disagree with you, I'm gonna talk you down. And if Todd disagrees with me, he's gonna hold it back. All the words that he's thinking. And so you can tell we weren't getting on. And we'd hit this point where we were broke and not talking to each other. And I went to this party. I'm not a party girl. Just gonna tell you that right now. I went to this party, this Arbonne party, and it was I was invited on a Sunday morning. Who has a party on a Sunday morning? Muslim people. So I went to a party on a Sunday morning at 10:30 with Dr. Gultaj Somani with a mega chip on my shoulder. So if you're watching this and you have a mega chip on your shoulder, you are welcome here. Because I had a mega chip on my shoulder. I thought, what do I care? This is that stupid little, like, let's be honest, this is that stupid little party business. You're gonna what? Yeah, okay, I'll be polite. And the truth is, I went because it was my neighbor that invited me, and I knew that I was gonna run into her later anyway. And the last thing you wanna do is see your neighbor in the parking lot and know that you bailed on her invitation, right? And she's gonna get me 3 times. Those crazy network marketers, they're gonna keep going until they get you. So I knew I was gonna have to show up anyway. And I'm not actually exaggerating. There are crazy network marketers out there. I am not one of them, and I don't advise that you be one of them either. But we're all kind of crazy when we start because we're so excited, right? We're like, it's the best thing ever. You have to come do what I do. You have to come see what I see. You have to come wear the lipstick that I have. And so I knew she was gonna get me. So I went to avoid her, basically. And I walked in with a chip on my shoulder, and I said, and I quote, and it's true, I said, I have 20 minutes, and sat down. I didn't even, you do the scrub and the foot soak and stuff, and I might have done the scrub, I have blanked it out, but I didn't do the foot soak. But I sat there, and I heard Gultaj's story, Dr. Gultaj Somani. I heard her story, just as I'm telling you mine. There's a reason we tell stories, and the stories that we tell you, if we're really sharing our story, will touch you. If we're marketing our story, who cares? No one's gonna pay attention. You're gonna go, oh, there's that story. But she was telling me her story, and it really moved me. And I thought, botanical products, I'll get to that. I can do it from home, okay. And then my business mind, so my heart engaged first, and then my head engaged and went, wait a minute. This was 9 years ago. At that time, I knew it would be an uphill battle to present green products to people. 9 years ago, it's not now. We still haven't tipped there, frankly. So if you're tuning into this now is the time to get into green products. I'll tell you that right now, because still people are resisting it. But when the floodgates open, they're gonna be buying from you. I digress. Okay, so my brain clicks in and goes, people are gonna want this. I like people. If you don't like people, don't do this business. If you don't like people, don't do this. And if you're content not liking people, I just want to change that. Some people don't like people, but they want to learn how. It's true, my husband was one of those people. He doesn't really like people. He actually really likes people, but they bug him. And he's wants to learn how to like people. He's learning. He married me. Oh my gosh. Good luck getting away from that, right? I like people. I could do this from home. It's network marketing. My marriage is falling apart. I'm crazy broke. And frankly, I'm not that attached to money anyway. So what the hell? Really. And I had a burning desire to make a change. Sometimes there's stuff in our life that isn't working, and frankly, we're more comfortable like that. I still have moments like that. Of course I do. We all do. We're human. We're here to learn, right? We don't like the day we stop learning probably is the day we die, because we're not exposed to anything anymore, right? As long as we're exposed to stuff, we're going to be learning. But some people aren't ready to make a change. So the key word in that phrase isn't change. People like the idea of changing, but there's a readiness that really I was ready to make a change. And so I decided to make a change. And I decided to start a business and come and make a $3,000 paycheck. Because for me, if I didn't make a $3,000 paycheck, frankly, it wasn't worth my time. Because I value freedom over all else. So if I'm gonna do all this work and make a $500 paycheck, for me, not for everyone, for me, a $500 paycheck isn't enough of an exchange for me. It needed to be $3,000 or whatever, man. I could go work at Tim Hortons, which would not equal freedom to this creative chick. I could not serve donuts. Anyway, so I started my business on a wing and a prayer, and I didn't look back. Now, flash forward about 5 years in, I had reached the top level in our company. I had made a crazy ass paycheck, like gangster money kind of paycheck. And I'm not attached to money, right? I hadn't learned that part of my financial house yet. And frankly, that's part of my work in this next 7-year incarnation of myself. You know, they say, there's a reason they call it the 7-year itch. I don't even know if this is true, but I'm going to throw it in here because it might be. Somewhere I heard that every 7 years all of our cells change, right? So if that's true, then this new 7-year part of my life, that's my next thing. That's part of my financial house. Anyway, that's part of my next part of my story. Because the next part of my story, remember how I said I didn't look back? I started and I didn't look back. So I reached like all this success. People, my face is in a magazine, I'm doing trainings on stage, I get into elevators. This cracks me up now because I'm so not this person. But I remember going to an Arbonne conference and I got in the elevator and I heard someone over here go, "That's Tina Overbury." And I had this thought like, oh my God, they're talking about me. And I drank the Kool-Aid. I did. I'd never been served that Kool-Aid before. I'm Tina Overbury. Yeah! And I drank the Kool-Aid. And what happened, of course, as a result, who knows? I was gonna say, I don't think I ever got big-headed on the outside. Maybe I did. You can tell me. You'll know better than I do. But I know on the inside, I got a little big-headed and more than anything, detached from what I came to Arbonne for in the first place, right? Because I came, yes, to make a paycheck, but the heart reason I came is because I was ready to make a change. And it wasn't a financial change, although that's what I needed. It was a life change. And so I stepped back and I started to look back, right? I did look back. Where did I come from? What am I really about? What are my business values? How does Arbonne fit into that? How do I put my life first? How do I stay valuing this thing called freedom? How do I help other people have freedom and a holistic business? How do I do that? Can I do that? I don't know. And truthfully, I spent a couple of years looking and asking and talking and digging and reading and listening and learning and looking at other network marketing companies and meeting other network marketing people and other business people. Because frankly, guys, network marketing, the only thing that makes network marketing different is the distribution model. That's it. Business is business. Business is business. You either have business values or you don't. You either have business smarts or you don't. You either have a business infrastructure or you don't. And I had little pieces of those, but I didn't really know how to serve thousands of people. So I want you to know that in my story and where I stand in my business today, you're listening to me for whatever reason, that you can do network marketing and be a whole person. You can do network marketing and have a whole business. You can have the whole picture, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay? So now why Arbonne? I just told you why me. I hope you got that. Why would you do Arbonne with me? I just told you. And for some people, that may not be your thing. You're like, no man, I just want the car. I just want the car. I don't care about all that holistic crap. Just give me the money. I'm not your upline if that's what you want. Okay? I can still teach you how to make money. But just saying, if you want to go where we're going, that's where we're going. So now, why Arbonne? Well, as you heard, this is what got me into the business, really, from my head. From my head. Your head makes good decisions. It doesn't always make the best ones. I want you to know that. So if your head says yes and your heart says yes, says you're a botanically based beauty, health, and wellness company with a 35-year history. Why is that important? Because we've been through the bumps and scrapes. You want to be attached to a company that's been through the bumps and scrapes. Why? Because they're wise. Because they've been somewhere. Because you have leaders you can talk to that have been there for 20 years that can teach you stuff. You want that. Cutting edge research and development, passionate culture of independent consultants. Am I passionate? Yeah, right? Hello. That's why we start out as crazy network marketers. And then we morph into passionate team builders. Global opportunity. I will not lie. This is the head part of me right now. I am in this business because this is a global opportunity I can do in my pajamas in my house behind a screen. I have 3 children, 13, 11, and 5. They need me. And they need me not to make sure they don't put forks in their eyes. They need me when they have a breakdown and they need me for 3 hours, not 10 minutes, put them in front of Finding Nemo, which I used to be able to do. Now Finding Nemo doesn't solve everything. Now they need a wise mama who can hold the space for whatever's going on for them. Okay? 13, 11, and 5 is very different. If you can start your business when they're young, do that. If you can't, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay? Global opportunity. Generous compensation plan. Yes, you can make gangster money if you want. And I'm not kidding. And it is gangster money. But when you make gangster money, you can also help people. This is really big opportunity for willable business. What does that mean? It means if something happens to me today, knock on wood, never put thoughts into the universe that you don't, right? Detach. I just got woo-woo on you out there. Hang in, I'm smart too. Opportunity for willable business. If something was to happen to me today, my family would still get my paycheck. Why? Because all of you, if you're connected to me, are still selling. As you are still selling product, money is still generated, a paycheck is still generated. That paycheck will be generated in my name, willed to my husband. Can't do that at Starbucks. You can't do that at probably any job. And you know, if I'm wrong, text me or message me or whatever. I just had a moment of, oh my gosh, did I click the broadcast button? But I did. Okay, good. Okay, so willable business. I want your time that you put into your life, that you take away, frankly, from, I want the time that you take away from your family, from your loved ones, from your boyfriends, from your girlfriends, from your dog, from your friends, from your grandmothers, the time that you take away from those people, that it's to do business, that it's willable, that it has legacy. I want that for you. Experienced, committed home office team. Whoa, yeah. You can text. No, I'm still texting like I have a BlackBerry. Isn't that funny? I have an iPhone. I should be texting like this. You can connect with our home office team and they will get back to you. Sounds kind of crazy, but they do. They do. State-of-the-art distribution center and support centers. We have, I'm gonna get this wrong. I think we have 5 in Canada and the US, right? Or is there 3 in the States, 2 in Canada? Doesn't matter, there's lots of distribution centers, okay? So that's why the back end of Arbonne. So now you're thinking, okay, I like this woman, I like what she stands for, I think I like this company, I like kind of what they're about. So now you wanna make sure, because listen guys, we're a product-based business. Don't let anybody sponsor you into this business and tell you you're not selling. It's not true and it's not sustainable. So now you wanna make sure, what's our product? Is it good? Do people want it? Do I care? Who is this Tina Overbury? Anyway, our products are unique, plant-based formulations blending the best of science and nature. It sounds like jargon, doesn't it? Blending the best of science and nature. But why is that important? Because we have science to back up the results of our products. When you start selling green products, you're right now in a panel of 5 people. There's going to be one in the room that knows everything, that knows the 4-syllable words of ingredients, that's looking for that you have no idea what it is. You are backed up with science with Arbonne. So when you come across one of those people, you can say, hey, I got it. I don't have the answer up here, but I got it, and I'll get you the answer to that, okay? Nature, again, of course, just makes sense. We're using real things. It's like the difference between eating real food and not real food. It's either real or it's not. We have real ingredients, okay? Highest quality ingredients from around the globe, pH correct and hypoallergenic, vegan certified, very West Coast, and soon will be, I would imagine, very across the globe. Dermatologist tested. Some people don't care about that because you don't get it. Dermatologist recommended is not dermatologist tested. Dermatologist recommended is marketing. It's a bunch of samples went out, a whole bunch of them went out. Because so many went out, it's now recommended. We're tested. Clinically proven, we have results for that. I can show you that. Never tested on animals, another massive market. If you know anything about marketing, I'm a bit of a marketing junkie, okay? Right now, the trend in marketing is niche market. And not just niche, like all women, or all 50-year-old women, or all anti-aging, or all health. It's micro niche. So there's you could probably build your whole business on clients who just don't ever want their products tested on animals, right? There are many micro niches in an Arbonne business with 400 products. Built on Swiss heritage and European standards. And very important, our products are formulated without gluten. I have a celiac, we were talking about this last night, and I have a celiac client that I get these I got a Facebook message, oh, Arbonne's so great, I found out I'm celiac. And I can use it, I can use the creams. I don't even think about that stuff in creams. But listen, what you put on your body goes into your body. So if you can't take gluten this way, you also can't take it this way, okay? No petrolatum, no oil-based ingredients, no nasty carcinogenic, you didn't hear me say that stuff, okay? No animal products or byproducts, and never tested on animals. Formaldehyde, no formaldehyde-donating preservatives, no chemical dyes and fragrances, no artificial sweeteners, colors, or flavors, no parabens or phthalates. It's not about what's in our products, it's about what's not in our products. All of our products go through these guys, the Arbonne Scientific Advisory Board. Some of them are consultants in Arbonne, which is great because you want to have people from the field talking about and informing what we do. Okay, make sense? So I've just talked a little bit about our products. I'm hoping you're getting that the world wants what we have. We also sell them online. The world really wants what we have now. But now, for some of you, I may have told you about me, I may have told you about the company, I may have told you about the products, but you're wondering, where's the heart of this company? Some of you are very heart-centered people, and you're not gonna hitch your wagon to anything that doesn't have a heartbeat to it. So Arbonne's heartbeat is one, us, real people doing real things, and their Arbonne Charitable Foundation. I can't say enough about this, and I know I've been in Arbonne for a long time, but I've been to multiple conferences where Kay, who's our CEO, from the stage, or anyone frankly from the stage, says something about some cause. And in those 2 days, $20,000 is raised. This is a company that wants to be known as the #1 network marketing company that gives back. That's one of their drivers. That's one of their brands that they're building. They want to be known for that. So the Arbonne Charitable Foundation, through the Arbonne Angels, supports charitable programs that empower the next generation. So they do have a focus for teens. Wide range of consumable products. If you got hair, if you got skin, if you got a body, you can buy from Arbonne. Plain and simple. Why is that important? Because when you're in business, you want products that people are buying all the time. You don't want products that people are buying once a year. Hello, how many clients would you have to have? Lots. Build your client base, love them, treat them well, teach them how to order online, and they will come back either through you or through the online system. I go for the online system myself. Our United Advanced Anti-Aging, I show you this because this is our flagship product. This is, Arbonne was built, basically, our boom was built on this product. And let's be honest, it's a little insane out there. Flip through any magazine. It's insane out there. The stuff people are doing to their bodies. You know you only get one, right? You only get one body. Do you get that you live in that body? This is all you got. So let's start treating it with respect. Let's start giving it some health. So if you want to look better longer, you can do it with Arbonne in a healthy way. That's our anti-aging line. Those are the results, which you can see at another time. I know, you can't see my slide. And then this is so awesome because we're in another niche. This is our our healthier alternative, which is our Arbonne Essentials. Dairy, soy, and gluten-free, vegan certified, no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or colors. These are our protein shakes. These are our fiber boost, which I will tell you, I don't hold back on the holidays. I'll just tell you that right now. As much cheese as I can get my hands on, I'm eating it. I'm melting it. I'm putting it on things. Right, bread. I'm dipping it. I do it all. I'm not as much into as eggnog as I used to be, but I used to, you could count on me to go through at least 2 liters. I can't do it anymore. Body doesn't want it. But I don't hold back. And why am I telling you this? Sounds so bad. I'm telling you this because once January 5th kicked in and I decided, okay, Overbury, you're bloated. Your skin looks like heck. Your stomach, you've lost the top of your stomach. Your upper intestine, whatever that's called, your little intestine is not doing so good. There's no pain, but you're bloated. Come on. And so I started putting our fiber boost into my bulletproof coffee. Bulletproof coffee, by the way. Thank you, Miel Bernstein. Shout out to you. It's coffee with coconut oil, butter, blended together, and I put a scoop of my fiber boost. And it's like this frothy, yummy awesomeness. And it's great. Just telling you. You know, the average person only gets half of their daily recommended intake of fiber. Our fiber boost is awesome. Okay, there's my little commercial. But you can see that once people get into a product that they rely on, they're going to come back, whether it's for beauty or whether it's for inside. So you have that as for your business too. Global opportunity. I'm just going to check my time. Cool. Awesome. So global opportunity. We're currently in the United States, Canada, UK, Australia. We're now in Poland, and we haven't opened up Taiwan. Have we opened Taiwan? We haven't, right? I didn't miss a memo. Okay, and we're going into Taiwan. And why this is important to me specifically is I tend to think this way anyway. So if you don't, if you tend to think in more one-on-one, person-to-person, more small community, You're gonna have to grow, not that you're gonna have to. We can help you grow if you want to, into a more global mindset. I tend to think big. I tend to think relationship long-term, across the board. I tend to think communication first, heart first. I don't tend to think I need to see your face, I need to see your hair, I need to see you to make a connection with you. Network marketing is a global opportunity. You can grow this business across multiple countries and have relationships with people that don't have to come over for dinner. Like, really? And why is that important? I will tell you why. I can only fit 5 friends in my car. I love you guys. I love you guys. And you're not coming for Christmas dinner. And I love you guys. And to have the ability to love and serve many, if that's in your heart, as it is in mine, to serve thousands and not be beholden to have them all over for frickin' Christmas dinner is really liberating. So there's the relationship part that I really love, and that I get to spread my joy and love and all that stuff all over the place. Now there might be a little bit of ego in that. I'll take it, okay. But I really do have that. And from a business perspective, it's just really great not to have all your eggs in one country. Different countries go through different changes. Have your eggs in multiple countries. Just don't have babies. Okay. That's because we're women. Lots of us are women. Okay, traditional business model. Why on earth would you do network marketing? Traditional business model. Goes from manufacturer, wholesaler, warehouser, sales force, retailer, consumer. Holy Dinah. You know what makes me crazy right now? Is that I can buy a $4 t-shirt somewhere, wherever, the Gap, wherever, Old Navy, and next door, the same freaking t-shirt with just a little bit different fiber is $400 or $100 or something. The world has gone crazy with pricing. And it's because of the traditional business model, okay? So what people are doing is they're looking for all the different ways that they can skip those middle steps, because those middle steps add a lot to the price point, okay? So if you were to launch a traditional business model, you wouldn't, do you ever watch The Dragon's Den? Okay, good. Watch it more. Keep watching The Dragon's Den. Because what you learn in The Dragon's Den is that when someone walks in with a really great product, the first thing they say is, you got to outsource that to China. You got to get that manufactured in China. You got to blah, blah, blah. The price is too high. You got to send that out there, right? If you were to start your business, the small business owner is up against so many costs because they can't not that they can't, but they likely are not going to be outsourcing their flowers for their flower shop from China, right? Your competition, if you opened a small business today, your competition is Walmart. Your competition is Loblaws, because they're doing a better job now at having higher end product. Your competition is Costco. Costco sells awesome stuff now, not just junk. Or not that they ever sold junk, I shouldn't say that, but not just run of the mill. You can do all your organic food shopping at Costco. If you were to open a business today, a traditional business, could you compete with that? No. Your only way to compete with that would be customer service, which takes a lot of time. Then your customers become your family. Do you want your customers to become your family, or your family to be your family and your customers just to love your product because they can get it at a good price? So traditional business model, high risk, employees, payroll, big overhead expense, long hours, your business owns you. Consumers pay for all that stuff. So why network marketing? This is our network marketing model. The product starts, why network marketing? Because your daughter can do Arbonne with you. And I can have really bright, shiny teeth. Arbonne network marketing is that your products start with the manufacturer, and then it goes to the independent consultant, maybe, and then it goes to the consumer. Clients can order online. Arbonne stocks and products. So Arbonne stocks your products. You don't have to have a garage full of products. Don't do that. That's bad business. You don't need to. Consumable products equals repeat orders. We talked about that. Repeat orders equals repeat income. And then you get to leverage your time and build a team. So you get to skip all those middle pieces, okay? Arbonne covers it all for you. Why Arbonne? Why now? So I've talked about me. I've talked about the company. I've talked about the product. I've talked about the business model and why having a network marketing company, business rather, makes more sense than starting your own business for overhead and risk, right? All of that stuff. But why now? Why would you do it today? Consumable products, demand for health and wellness. Hello, aren't we all like, it's January, aren't people like losing their minds? I'm gonna get thin, I'm gonna blah, blah, blah. We're so conscious we can't keep up with ourselves, right? And everybody's selling something, okay? So you can become that really grounded, totally planted, smart, great consultant for health and wellness if that speaks to you. Okay, you can be that person to help them with the craziness, right? Ability to leverage your time. Hello, put your life first, and an internet-based business. That's why Arbonne now. So it starts with you, and you're going to build a team. So there's you, and then what happens is that as you start selling products, so this is the woman who sponsored me, Dr. Gultaj Salmani up there. As you start sharing the products, you're going to make clients. And you're going to, people are going to go, hey, can I sell this stuff too? They're not going to throw themselves at you. I'm not going to lie, okay? But if you do a really good job, and if you let the product do its job, God, stop overselling the product. Let them get it on themselves. Let the product sell itself. Let the business model do its job. Stop. No one's going to convince you to do this business. And they shouldn't be if they are. And so if you're looking at this as a business, don't worry. You're not going to do any convincing. Not the way I train, okay? Let the business do its job. It's a freaking smart business plan. You don't have to sell it. You can explain it. You can make sure they're kind of getting it, but you don't have to sell it. It's all here. So as that starts to happen, your team's going to grow because people are going to go, oh my gosh, these products are so great. Oh my gosh, this business model is so smart. Oh my gosh, I trust you. You're so grounded and plain speaking and direct and kind and warm. You're not selling me anything. You're not spinning anything. You're actually just talking to me. And then it's going to get bigger. Now imagine you have this times 1,000 shopping online. These are probably people you had to meet in person first. Then they love the product. You've done such a great job. They start talking to other people, and you get more clients. And they all have great hair. So you'll have great hair too. Then you continue to strengthen your retail network. Do not just build leaders in this business. Leaders quit. How many times have you changed your career? Don't people change? Isn't like the average today something like 3 to 7 times? Do not build, I'm teaching instead of telling. Build a client base that becomes leaders. Yes, some people are going to want to jump in and do this business with you right away. Lots of them are. But when they have a baby or 2 babies or 3 babies, which a lot of that happened in my business, half of your business can go silent. But if you've got a massive client base, because that loves the product more than they love you, they'll keep coming back. So continue to strengthen your retail network. And so this is all you're really doing if you're considering starting this business. You're going to stop buying skincare products in the retail stores and paying their overhead. And you're going to stop giving your money to stores who don't pay you a commission. Okay, that's the first thing you do. And I know we have resistance about it. Some of it's our ego. No one's going to tell me what I'm going to do or not do. Who has that voice? I have that voice. You're not telling me what I'm going to do, right? You'll work it out. And this comes from ENVP Linda Parker. She says, whenever she sees a consultant pull a lipstick out of her purse that isn't Arbonne, she's like, that lipstick ain't paying your mortgage. that lipstick ain't paying your kids' education. And you start to think of it that, right? You think of it that way. It's paying somebody else's education, might be paying somebody else's mortgage, or it's just making some big boss at, I don't know, some big brand rich, okay? Start making you, start putting that money back into you, start valuing you. Start enjoying the benefits of Arbonne products, buying superior products at a discount, getting paid when others purchase Arbonne products from you, and start sharing with others and show them how to do the same. Join Arbonne and build your own successful business. This is the business model that I teach, okay? This is mine, this is not Arbonne's. It's my disclaimer. Mine is all about 15 hours a week. 15 hours a week. Can you do more? Sure. Can you do less? Sure. I teach 15 hours. 8 hours business building, actually what we call IPA, income producing activity. It might look like mine, 2 hours a day for 5 days, 4 days rather. It might look like somebody else's who does a home party method and they do 2 parties a week. I don't know. 8 hours business building, 3 hours doing administration. Nobody talks about that. You got to put the orders in when you're starting. You have to follow up and make sure you're keeping track of people. You got to do that. If you don't do that, your business will look like mine a few years ago. Oh my gosh, I haven't done any admin. I've only done selling and business building. Now I've lost everybody. Ah, okay. 3 hours of admin. 2 hours of education. Become a student of the industry. Be the best at this industry for you. When somebody, and encourage people to ask you hard questions so that you can go, oh yeah, okay, I gotta go learn that. I don't know the answer to that. Whenever you have one of those moments, that's your flag. Go learn about that. Become a student of the industry. 2 hours, you decide. I don't know what you need because I'm not you. I don't know your life. I don't know where your dark corners are that need some light. I don't know where your rough edges are that need to be sharpened. But you're gonna have 2 more hours to work on the things that are specific to what you need. You get to choose. Are you gonna do a home-based business, online, both? Are you gonna do shows? Are you gonna do one-on-ones? What are you gonna do? That becomes a strategy conversation that you have with the person that invited you to this meeting. There's 4 ways, now show me the money, right? Now I'm gonna show you how we make money. 4 ways you make money. Commissions, sell product, make money. Overrides, teach somebody else to sell product, make money. Mercedes-Benz cash bonus program, when you reach the 3rd level, lots of people do. It's not like nobody gets the car. Lots of people get the car in this business. You get a cash bonus for that. Cash bonuses at every level. I can teach you how to make a $1,000 paycheck in your first 3 months. A lot of it has to do with earning that bonus. Okay, so 4 ways to earn an income. Part-time money, big-time money, always part-time hours is what I recommend because that's duplicatable. Okay, it all starts with you. Everybody's welcome in this business. You might be a hobby business owner. You might start going, I don't know, I think I'll check it out. This is the possibility people. The people who are like, I don't know, but I like you. I don't know, but it sounds pretty good. I don't know. Have them become a hobby business builder. You get a 4 to 35% commission and you work whatever, whenever. If you're sponsoring that person, the great thing is they only need you to touch base every now and then. They feel good because they're getting what they want. You feel good because you're serving them in the way they want to be served. Okay? 15-hour business, that's my specialty. 8 to 35% commission, cash bonuses, residual income. Follow our 15-hour per week system. Grow slow and steady to your desired business goal. This is the most duplicatable right there. Your magic in this business and your wealth in this business is all about duplication, okay? That is the duplicatable one. You don't have to duplicate the hobby business builder. The hobby business builder just opens the door. You just open the door for them. Come on in. You're not coming for Christmas, but come on in. You get what I'm saying, right? Then there's the advanced, also not duplicatable. Great. I started out as an advanced, for sure. Hit the ground running, didn't look up till I got to where I wanted to go, super like excited, blah, hair on fire, like confused half the time. My emotions were up and down because when you're all in, guess what? You get all out. So I was all in, crash, right? But I moved very fast. But does this look duplicatable? How many people want to do that? Some do. I chose that. When you have someone that walks in and says, show me what I got to do, I'm going to get there as fast as I can, I'm game, let's go, game on, they're in advanced. You match them toe-to-toe. Toe-to-toe, that's more confrontational. You match them. You say, let's go. And if you don't know how to do that, you call me. Okay? But I want you to really get in success in your business. You teach the 15-hour business because that's the mass majority of people. They just want to build a business. Okay? Okay, great. And what's great for guests is you can choose, and we're not going to force you. You're not going to walk in the door going, I just want to be a hobby business builder, and then we're going to ram advanced down your throat. No, can't you see how fast you can go? Can't you see you can get to the top? You can get the car. We sound like those crazy network marketers, right? You're crazy. I think I'm going to go work at Tim Hortons, right? That's where my Canadian comes out, Tim Hortons. You're not going to walk in the door as an advanced, and we're going to treat you like your hobby business builder. You decide, and we'll match where you want to go. Okay? And I love that quote. I'm not in the business of recruiting. I know recruiters. They get paid to recruit people. I don't do that. I want to attract like-minded leaders. And I do that by showing up authentically and meeting people where they're at. Generous compensation plan. We're going to go over time, so I'm going to wrap this up. But there's your gangster money right there. National vice presidents, on average, I think this must have been 2014 or something, $17,000 a month, average, right? There's a lot of good you can do in the world with that kind of money, and there's a lot of confusion that can happen with that kind of money. And if we take you consciously through the process of building your business, there's a lot of good you can do with that kind of money. The average person who works their business consistently is 42 months, okay? So just under 4 years. We talked about this, why Arbonne. So now it really comes down to, if you're watching, tuning in, if you're hanging out, listening, you've heard this 8 billion times, this is your close. Give choice, consciously, conscious choice. This is where you sit with, what's really speaking to me? Do I want to host something? To find out more, maybe you want to host a business chat. Maybe you want to have a business chat. Do I want to save some money? I like that idea of being an online shopper. That's pretty good to me. Or I like what this chick said about this business. I'm still listening. If you are still listening to the business, this is where you want to go. If you are not listening, there's your sign. If you are still listening and you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, this is where you authentically are curious. I'm not saying decided, only you know that. But you are authentically curious if you're still listening. Okay? So you get to decide. Dream big. You are where you are today because of the choices you made yesterday. That's true. I'm not kidding. If you got stuff that ain't working right in your life, it's because of choices you made yesterday. But here's what's cool. It's today now. It ain't yesterday. It's today. So if you got stuff that you're ready to make a change about, let's do that. If you keep doing what you're doing, where are you going to be in 5 years? I had to ask that 3 years ago when I hit that, when I was looking back on my business going, oh my gosh, Arbonne taught me, I know this. If I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to be where I am. And I didn't like where I was. I had it all. I had the paycheck, had the car. I had the person in the elevator knowing who I was. I had the lipstick, had the products, had the product knowledge, had the excitement, had the jewelry, had it all, had the roses, had it, right? I didn't like it. It's not that I didn't love Arbonne, but I had to look and go, what do I really want? Be brave. Be brave enough to ask yourself, what do you really want? And then be brave and stand up and go get it. This tells you it's a business and I'm not just a carpet salesman, yada, yada, yada. I can send you that if you want that. So my question to you as the ringleader of this business model is, what if you could have it all? My mother said to me a few years back, she said, only my mother can call me Christina. You can too. But anyway, she says, Christina, and she looked at me really wistfully, right? And she said, Christina, you have it all. I kind of looked at her. She said, you got the business, you got the bank account, you got the husband, you got the kids, you got the lifestyle, you got your passion in your life, which isn't Arbonne. It's not my passion. It's what I do that I love. My passion is arts. It's connection, personal growth. I've got that. She looked at me and she's like, wow, you've got time. You've got it all. That's, like, I still kind of get chills when I think about that. That's the bravery I'm talking about. I want to know if you're feeling called to be brave and get it all. And figure out how to get it all. Your how, not my how. I don't live your life, but I can stand beside you and help you figure out how you get your all. It's time to put your life first, because we only have one. We have one body, we have one life. So that is our Discover Arbonne for today. Everybody take a deep breath. We're gonna just do a little bit of team recognition, really short. So if you're joining us, I'm going to we're gonna end this recording and we will be going into another training for ticket buyers. Just thinking some of you might wanna watch this. We'll be in touch and I'm happy to send it out to you if that's a good fit. So for now, we are gonna close our Discover Arbonne, and I want everybody watching to take a nice deep breath too, and let whatever thoughts that I stirred up, because that's my job, to stir up some thoughts. So let some of those thoughts land. Just see what actually wants to land, what really wants to land. Okay, because I've talked about a lot. What has landed for you? And are you ready to put your life first?